Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. My mic was not plugged in, nor was it doing anything. But if you want to be part of the tarot classes, join the tarot classes. If you want to be email me. If you want to be part of the healing classes, email me. I did the intro, and the past came out. So this is for someone who is stuck completely in the past. Or all you can do is refer to the past. And this message, and I'm gonna have to make it very clear because apparently y'all don't listen or really know or want to accept anything. So I'm gonna have to tell you very, very bluntly, very up directly. Um, it is you. If you are someone that keeps saying so and so's doing this to me, you're stuck in the past. You need to grow past that aspect of yourself. Stop blaming things on things that have already happened because guess what? Your response dictates what happens after that. So don't do that to yourself. Um, you know, don't do that to yourself. Start accepting that truth of, oh, it is me going back to the past because it is. No one else can bring you back there except for you. No one else can have your past except for you. It's not that Michael won't quit. It's because you won't quit. Okay? Understand. And you're going to be stuck at understanding for a while, and because there's no way you're going to overstand or what the spiritual community calls understand, which they can't even have an inner stance because they don't understand. So, but High Priest is inverted. You don't. That's something that you're still working on mastering. That's something you're still working on in general. That you have to see. Putting more and more fuel into a fire that's burning down your house is only going to burn down your house. Right? So why do you keep doing that? Why are you stuck in the past and burning an old thing over and over again? You need to move past that aspect and move forward a more beneficial aspect to actually allow you to heal and grow. This is to those that are do not want to move. And as I said, if you haven't seen that short that I uploaded, the door is shutting today. I told my ancestors last night, shut the fucking door. I left enough keys. I left enough knowledge to open up that door if they need to open it up. For now, but y'all are getting shut out. You're not part of the club no more. If you cannot heal past this point or put effort into it without blaming the past, that door is shut. I can't. I'm not here to be a babysitter. I'm not here to call up to y'all that want to stay in the fucking goat den. Y'all can stay being with the goats. It's fine. I'm moving forward with my people. It is time I'm making that decision. I can't deal with it no more. King of Wands, Eight of Pentacles inverted, both inverted. But again, you're not seeing how your own establishment is ruining your new start. How you what you do in the past, or how you believe in the past, which is you lying to yourself in the past, is damaging you in this new cycle. You're not seeing that the new cycle is anytime you open up your eyes and are awake and are breathing. Every time you go to sleep and you wake up, that's a new cycle. Did you know that? Why are you not taking that into consideration? Why are you still letting the things from yesterday follow through with today and then hurt you? You're stuck in the past. It's all an illusion in your mind. You need to break that. And that's just a tough thing that people gotta do because you're hurting yourself and you're not even seeing that you're hurting yourself. And then you're blaming someone else that they're hurting you. Are they anywhere around you? No. Who's really hurting you? Is it you and your mind? Yes. Your mind is a very powerful fucking tool. It's a powerful organism. If you're going to keep feeding it, oh, they're doing this to me, they're doing that to me, then guess what? Yeah, they will do that to you with your permission because you kept that door open because you allowed that to go through. That's no one else's fault but yours. That's a lack of your own resources. If you're hammering in a nail into a wood and then you hit your own finger, is it the hammer's fault or is it your fault? The hammer is just an object that you're controlling. Your thumb being in the way, you smacking it repeatedly, not looking, just doing it as a zombie, that's your fault. You not being more careful with what you are holding, that's your fault. If you're holding a grenade and you pull out the pin and you throw the pin instead of the grenade, that's your fault. You should have paid more attention to what you were doing. That's all. That's all this is asking you. That's all your ancestors want of you. That's all your angels want you to do, is pay attention to what you're doing, actually. Well, I can't because so-and-so is doing this to me. Then keep making excuses and get nowhere in life. I don't know what to tell you. Like, how have you made it this far in life making these excuses? By the grace of God and Jesus, and by the grace. Exactly, by the grace. Hear that word, grace. They stop giving you grace after a while. Jesus turns his back from you. It keeps you away from the Father because you're not supposed to be worshiping Jesus in the first place. And then when that happens, then you're all lost. Oh, I can't hear my ancestors. I can't hear God because you won't fucking listen. So why would they waste their time talking to you? You wouldn't talk to someone that's not listening to you. So why would you expect your ancestors for God to talk to you? Oh, because God's my creator. You created a child that doesn't talk to you. You've created no difference. All there is just your ego wants to hold on to a point of access where it feels like it's never going to end because you don't realize that your own traits are what cut that off for you. Because it's a DNA thing. Because you're not thinking. You're not doing. You're just sitting. But you've slowly been moving yourself to detriment, to a lack of vitality, to a lack of life, to a lack of seeing due to the actions that you repeat day to day. So change up your cycle. It takes a week to change up what you do differently. If you cannot state something for a week, that's on you. Like, that's just the truth. And not everyone wants to hear that. Unfortunately, none of these other readers are going to tell you this because they want your money. They want you to just stick around. Oh, it's blah. No, it's you at the end of the day. If they've actually done their healing work, they'd be like, yeah, that's right. It isn't me. It's not. It's because someone else is doing this. Because I keep doing this and I keep doing that. And then you have people who watch these readings and it's like, why can't you talk about something different? Well, unfortunately, you being part of the problem aren't doing anything to help out those other people who are giving those readings, which would be to help others heal and see where they're at. So then you're part of the problem too. You're not joining, you're just fighting someone who's trying to help. So then they ignore you, they get rid of you. And now you're, oh, blah, 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 in your ego. That's just how it is. Y'all don't know what's going on because y'all don't have a divine mission. Y'all aren't awake. Y'all are sleeping on a bed of rocks, sharp ass rocks, and you don't know why or what's going on. And I'm sitting here trying to explain this to you. That's all. Your ancestors can't get to you. God can't get through to you. So you're stuck. So you're stuck in the past. You're stuck with your old ways, with old habits, with old ways of seeing things. That's how it works. You can read your book, the Bible or whatever the fuck you want to call it. You can read that and find so many examples of that in there. And then the whole point of that, and Jesus is just a gigantic parable in that whole thing to show you what happens in life. So it's like, when are you going to move out of the past? That's what you got to do. I'm a messenger. I could give two shits less. I can leave whenever I want. I don't have to give messages. I could throw away my covenant and do whatever the fuck I want with my life. You know what I mean? I'm just a messenger. With the moon inverted, because you're able to see the problem, but you're not able to face it. The sun does not care how much you squint your eyes. It's going to fucking shine, and you're going to have to deal with it. So you have to know these things. You have to be aware of these things. You have to be in tandem with these things. With the Two of Swords and the Star both inverted. And thank you for the jewels. But this is why you're unable to see that sort of failure in your own dreams, that failure within your own life. And I'm not, a lot of people take it the wrong way, and I will say that, because that just came through. A lot of people think that, oh, you're not trying to help, you're blah, blah, blah. I'm actually the only one trying to help. The fact that I can make you feel something other than, oh, I'm right this, I'm right that, should prove something to you. That should prove that there's an egoic energy or egregore that I talked about 2 years ago over the spiritual community that doesn't want people to break through. Simple as. I'm not forcing anyone to heal, but obviously if you run across these videos of all this healing stuff, you probably are supposed to be healing, and you just don't know how to. But You know the keys. You're not in confusion. You're not thinking about why the star is inverted. You're just putting the star inverted on other people. I mean, with the lovers, you're connecting it with other people, and then you still can't move forward. It's like, when will you see that it's you that needs to walk with yourself? You're walking away from yourself. You're walking away from your experiences. You're walking away from your own livelihood due to an aspect of self that isn't quite recognizable yet, due to an aspect of self that can't move forward. Don't be saying that in here. I don't. What do you want me to do about that? What do you want me to do about the ads? You can just mute the ads and do something else while they're playing. Ain't no reason to come in here and complain like it's my fault. The fuck? Get real with yourself. Ada's wands inverted. But that's the message that people don't want to hear. That's what keeps people held back. Is trying or seeing these things. Or not even seeing these things. Just moving forward in a hasteful way. Or moving forward in a way that keeps them stuck. By fueling a King of Cups upright, Page of Cups inverted. By fueling something that has a poor emotional value in your life and focusing on it, you can fix your life. But instead of pouring into it, you just need to look at it as a fact and see, like, maybe I am letting someone else who obviously in the past have showed me that they don't care what I'm doing. Why am I letting them have so much control of my life? What is keeping me from actually taking my power back? And you're like, well, how do I take my power back? Stop blaming them. If you give someone else, energetically or physically, a reason to rebuttal, you're giving them your power. If you're letting someone create a reaction from you in any way, shape, or form, you're giving them a bit of your power. It does not matter. That's how the exchange works. You need to be centered in yourself. Two of Cups. And that's something that a lot of people walk away from at the end of the day. We have the Three of Cups inverted. This is a time not to be distracted. This is a time not to be distracted. This is a time to see what's truly going on. Is it someone else, or is it a confusion inside of you that resides with someone else that's keeping you in a certain degree, in a certain way, in a certain style, in a certain pattern, in a certain cycle, in a certain mood, in a certain thinking? Look at it. You need to look at it. You need to have time throughout the day to see those things. The Five of Pentacles inverted and the Four of Pentacles inverted. You need to let go of not moving forward because you're not seeing the beauty in something. The 4 and 5 is not. The Pentacles, that Venusian energy inverted, the Luciferian energy, and the Nine of Swords on the split inverted. You know you can because you already have the will to complain and shout of, oh, I don't want this. Awesome, cool. That's the first step of knowing that you don't want something, is by denial. So what are you going to do to deny these things? That's something that you need to do. Use pause. You stick in that pause, but you don't think about the pause. Well, better yet, because you're not supposed to think, you're not allowing yourself to attract the information of that pause. You're not allowing yourself to see the benefit or the purpose behind the pause. And that's what needs to happen. That's the healing aspect. That's the healing part of it. If you think of it this way, you cut your arm and you're bleeding and the blood clots and stops. That's all it does. No longer does it form a scab. No longer does it mend back together. It just stops and clots. That's what y'all are doing. You're clotting yourself. You're not allowing anything to begin to morph back together. You're not giving any time for it to heal. You just have an open wound that has a blood clot inside of it. That at any moment you can flick it off and it starts bleeding again, Or at any moment it could just get triggered or ruptured and just explode again. That's what's going on. That's why it's important to take that time to reflect, to actually heal, and not just to sit there and be like, well, they're doing this and they're doing that. They're doing this and they're doing that is picking at the scab or poking the wound again to agitate it. That's all you're doing to yourself. Because you sure as hell wouldn't let anyone else touch it, but you would because it's your scab and it's your skin. It's like, well, if I touch it, it's whatever. But people don't want to accept or see that. People don't want to follow with that line of thought because, again, when they say they're healing, they're not actually doing any sort of healing. They're just sitting around making an excuse or sitting around acting like they're healing, but in reality, just blaming someone else for their issues so they don't have to think about it. And this is something that I have had to personally go through. You're talking to someone that cannot hold a grudge against people that have literally tried to kill them, locked them in a basement for 30 days. It's not even a joke. It's not even a joke. It's not even a joke. People might think it is, but it's not. I have no anger or grudge or anything towards them. I could care less. And it's because I don't care, it means I'm not bothered by it. I could talk to them and hold a conversation with them just like none other. I've talked to the people straight to their face, the people that done magic on me. I've talked to them before. I've had conversations with them actively while doing the work on me. I've had conversations without any sort of will of causing any harm towards them. I didn't care. It's not about being like forgetful or lucid. It's just releasing that pain so that you aren't stopped from moving forward. So you aren't in any form of fear or any type of catastrophe in your life. And it's like, that's like the whole point. That's the whole point. That's what your ancestors have been trying. And it's like, it has to go through these cycles till it hits someone on the physical. You know, I'm basically carrying your ancestors' cross. You won't listen to them. You won't listen to the divine, your angels, when they give you these messages. So then, can you tell them? Because you're like the last straw. If they don't listen to you, then I don't know what to do with them. You know what I mean? That's what readers are doing. They're giving you that message. But when it comes down to my readings, where it's not just about the same bullshit every day, it's actually showing you how to move forward. It's your ancestors are like, I'm trying to get this to you. The angels are like, I'm really trying to talk to you, but you won't listen to us. And then you feel frustrated, but that frustration is coming from them because you're not listening. And it's a whole thing where it has to come down and physicalize. And then like, okay, if you can't get to them, then forget them. We'll leave them alone, and then we'll come back later because obviously they don't want to be bothered. And that's why you don't hear your ancestors. You fill your mind up with so much gunk that they can't break through, and it's like, well, whenever they're done doing that, you know, it's like your mom or dad trying to call you, and you're playing at the park with your friends. And you're like, hey, it's time to go home. It's time to go home. It's like, well, we'll just hang out in the car or we'll go somewhere else real quick while they're doing that. Because obviously they're having too much fun doing that because their attention's focused on it. We'll come back at a later time. It's the same energy, it's the same thing that happens. But you need to be able to actualize it. Not realize it, but actualize it first so that you can reel it back in to actualize it later. And it's not that you should punish yourself or feel like you've done something bad either. We're all learning, but it's important to listen so when we can learn, not just hear things, we can listen and learn and put these things to practice, not shush things away. It's only as scary as you make it. It's only as difficult as you make it. That's all. That's all. But the King of Cups, this is just taking rule of uh your emotional self again, your emotional mind again, your feelings mind, I should say, not your emotional. Emotions are a hoax. It's your feelings mind. Really getting back into that rulership over your feelings, over your responses. My donation stuff's in the description, and I can't do that at the moment. Unfortunately, it doesn't give me the option to do that up here. We have the my brain is not working. Nine of Swords inverted. My brain was not working, but that's something that you know you can do, or that's something that you want to do. But if someone could post it in the chat for Isabel, I can pin it. That's the only thing I can really do with from this view. Um, but with the Nine of Swords inverted, You know you can get to this state. You know this is something that you've been working towards, or not even if you've been consciously working towards it, you've been feeling the urge or having small bits and pieces of like, oh, maybe I should move forward. Maybe I should release this. Maybe I have been focused on this or that for too long. You know you can. With the 3 of Pentacles even. It's just you've been in a planning phase. And this planning phase doesn't need any judgment. With judgment inverted on the bottom, you could be causing your own plans to fall low. No, it's the same still. It's stumped. It's hold on. Okay, so I can't do the whole thing. That's the Cash App though. But you're causing judgment on your plans. You're allowing your plans when you're moving forward to be a deceit to you rather than being a benefit to you. Oh, but if I let go of this, then how am I going to be able to do blah, blah, blah? Why would that dictate what you're going to do in the future? Why would you need to hold on to a past grudge or past anger to move forward? What is your true intention with moving forward? Is it out of spite because you want to do better than someone, or is it because you truly wish to move forward and not deal with the day-to-day debacle? Debacle. Okay, whatever. I'll leave it that way. But it's important to see like what you're building up. What is the plan? What plan do you have? And why are you moving forward towards it? With the 6 of Pentacles, what are you doing and how is it giving back to you? Are you why like because on the 6 of Pentacles you have the balancer or the mediator giving to both giving to the gratifier rather than um the beggar. And it's up to you to decide, are you going to be the beggar? Or are you going to be the gratifier? Or are you going to be the mediator that balances you out completely? That's what you have to see. If you're begging for something to end, if you're begging for something to move on to the next, you cannot choose how it's going to be. You need to take that control back. You need to take that stance back and see, well, if I want this, how would I go about this? 2 of Wands, knowing that you can do anything with the divine, knowing knowing the truth of the divine always backing you. How would you move with the Knight of Swords inverted? That's something that you don't keep in mind or remember. You keep thinking, oh, the divine doesn't want me to do this, the divine doesn't want me to do that. If you get an idea in your mind that is sent from the divine, it's not sent by you. You don't come up with ideas. They're all divinely given. You have to know that first. All ideas are divinely given. Whether that divine is from a higher or lower realm, that's an idea. The idea that you can't let go of someone attacking you is coming from a devil, keeping you stuck in a loop. The idea that you can move forward is coming from an angel. Those are the 2 differences from someone that's agreeable or disagreeable. That's what you have to see it as. The 6 of Cups. How are you going to give back to yourself in a nurturing way? How are you nurturing yourself, period? Are you nurturing yourself in a sense that causes detriment? Are you poisoning your crops or are you actually growing a garden? That's what you need to see. You need to move past those points and really connect to them. Because that's the main thing that holds people back. That's the main thing. The 5 of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, excuse me, inverted, and the Page of Pentacles inverted. Again, it's like this regret from the past. Oh, this didn't work out. That didn't work out. This is happening. That was happening in the past. Cool. But move forward. See what those are showing you. Why don't you see how strong you are from what you've escaped yet? Why do you still succumb and play in those lucid waters? Temperance inverted. High Priestess inverted. The 4 of Swords inverted. You're not giving yourself grace or rest yourself, so the world around you, your mind won't give you grace. The Nine of Wands. Until you give yourself grace, nothing else can or will. Because you keep accepting and keep giving to yourself the detriment of life. The ohs, this isn't going to work out. The, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that. Or that's impossible because this is happening now. That's you. That's all you. That's no one else but you. You're bringing these things in. And you're pinging the energies of these things. And those things are going to come to you. And those egregores are going to pop up and change how you think and change how you move. That's why you don't feel like anything's possible. Because you keep creating these links to things that you don't even want. You keep creating the disasters instead of moving forward from them. The King of Wands inverted. The King of Pentacles upright. And the Nine of Pentacles upright. You keep seeing the beauty or the benefit of having someone attack you. Maybe you're stuck in the cycle still of when you were first under attack, how the divine came to your rescue instantly and saved you from that. And it was like, oh my God, thank you. I'm safe from all these attacks now. I don't have to worry about them anymore, right? Maybe you're stuck in that loop still where you haven't seen that, oh, the only reason they saved you is because you did not know. Now you know. Or you should have known from the experiences that you've gone through. So let's move forward. The Eight of Swords inverted, and the Hermit inverted, and the Fool inverted. But that's something that you're not able to see or do just yet. You're not, and it's not yet because you haven't put effort into it, or at least the correct effort. The way things work in this life is you can do anything that you want, but you have to do it correctly. You have to do it correctly. If you do not do it correctly, it will not work. If you do it correctly, it will work. That's literally how it is. It's literally, you're building a chair. If you don't follow the instructions of building the chair is not going to work. You might think to yourself, oh, I'm not following the instructions and build it because I built it my own way. Cool. That means you found another way to build it. You still were following some form of instruction, just not the manual that came with it. Okay? You were able to see it from outside the box. Congratulations. You still are doing it in a way that is correct. That's all. But you need to start seeing things as that way. Because the indecision of doing things that are tearing down what you're trying to nurture needs to change. It needs to, so that you can move forward. So you're not stuck in the past. So you're not so you're not Cain to do it. So you're able to do it. But let's get y'all angels and we out of here. So we have Earth Angel. Thank you, angels, for inspiring me to be more like you. Count your blessings. Thank you, angels, and for the blessings in my life. Spiritual gifts. Archangel Raziel. Thank you, Raziel, for helping me channel my gifts and talents. Balance. Thank you, angels, for bringing balance into my life. And take a step back. Thank you, angels, for helping me to step back from what is not serving me. It's always important to take a step back, because if you don't take a step back and see where you're about to walk, you could easily fall into a hole. And a lot of people end up falling into that same hole. I'm going to get the other angels here before we get out, because the angels of the day. And we have Mumaya. All things must come to an end. This ending will be a good one. Akaya. Keep your head down and try to be both serene and busy. Allow your eyes to be open. And Sitayo. Can you tell the truth all day? Try an exercise of telling the truth. Look at that. Thank you, angels, for being here. Thank you all collective for being here. Thank you, Mother, Father, for being here. Thank you to the past over loved ones and ancestors. This has been the reading, though. If you're interested in tarot classes, email me. If you're interested in the healing classes that we're doing, email me. We are on day 6 of the healing classes. And they've been going very well. There's been a lot of openness. There's been a lot of evolving and healing on everyone's aspect. I can definitely tell. The lives of these people have definitely changed in really weird ways. I don't think they were expecting, but in ways to kind of draw them away from the day to day life that they live to see like how things are moving. But regardless, thank you all for being here. For likes, comments, shares, subscribes, donations, whether energetic or financial, I appreciate them all. Uh, but yeah. If y'all need anything, it's all in the description. The Dr. Malachi's York books, my email, my website.